Hi, I'm Shannon from houseimprovements.com, and in my video today I just want to show you why you would want to drill a pilot hole before putting a screw through something, and how to figure out basically what size that pilot hole should be. So a common problem when driving a screw, let's just say a deck screw like this, into a piece of lumber is when you go to put some screws near the ends of the boards. A lot of times if the diameter of the screw is bigger like this and you're too close to the edge, it's going to split the wood. Okay, so obviously that doesn't look good and doesn't hold as well and those sorts of things. So in those cases, when you're near the end of some framing like that, you're going to want to pre-drill a hole all the way through so that the screw can thread in and not have to displace as much of the wood out of the way for the entire size of the screw, which will reduce the pressure and not crack as easily or split. So some examples, I just drilled in the top here. So this is a number 8, pretty standard deck screw. Recommended, and you can actually find lists like this online. They've got the different screw sizes down here, and then the corresponding bit to use if you're going into a hardwood or a softwood, what they recommend. Okay, which is the easy way, or one way to do it. So if you go by this sheet, what they recommend with a number 8 screw into a softwood, which is basically what this is, they recommend what was it, 7/64. So that's actually this screw hole size right here, 7/64. Okay, so that's what they recommend. You can see it wants to start in there, and that's the recommended size. Now this here, I forget what I made this one. It's quite a bit smaller. I think it was a 1/16 of an inch. It's obviously too small. There was no point in even trying to, I mean the point will stick in there, but it's still going to probably crack the wood. If you get into this one, would this screw hold if you thread it in there? It probably would, but considering that I can almost get it threaded in there, a couple threads just with my fingers, chances are that hole's too big. This hole here for sure is too big. The screw obviously slides in and out with no problems at all, so it's not threading in there at all. Now if you wanted the screw to pass right through without threading into this piece, this would work fine. So then you would drill it right through and the screw would actually grab into the bottom piece or whatever you're screwing it to. But typically you want it to still thread into the piece that you're using or that you're fastening down. Okay, so you still want the thread to bite. So obviously those sizes are going to change depending on the size of screw that you use. A number 8 screw to a number 6 screw, or to a number, I think that's a 10, there's quite a difference in the size of the shank, right? So one easy way that I do, because I mean I don't carry this list around, I have this list in my shop, but for the most part, honestly, what most people do, they're going to grab the screw that they have or that they want to use, they're going to go to their index and they're going to start pulling out drill bits, and they're going to hold the drill bit up against the screw. I don't know, can you tell on that, or does it help if I... So basically what they're doing is they're holding the drill up against the screw and trying to see if they can see the threads over and above outside of the drill bit. Like in this case, this drill bit would be too big. You'd probably see the threads, but not very well, which means the threads aren't grabbing by much. Let's go to the one that they recommended on that sheet, which is the 7/64. You might have a better chance to see the difference there. Okay, so you can see there's a lot more thread showing there, which means the screw's still going to grip into there, but the vast majority of the wood is being removed by the drill bit to allow some room for the size of this to go into. But that's typically what I do. I'd grab a drill bit and just hold it up there and kind of look at it and gauge, well, do I think there's enough thread showing through there? And if so, that's the drill bit I would use. So that's a good and quick and easy way to do that. Okay, that's really all I had to tell you about that. It's just kind of determining why or when and what size of pilot hole you might want to do before you drive a screw into your lumber. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching. I know this was a quick video, but really it's not rocket science, so I just wanted to let you know my feelings on it, and I'd appreciate if you click the thumbs up button below. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. You can also join up with us on Facebook and Twitter, or if you want, you can also send a small donation to PayPal or Patreon and help us to continue to make these good videos. Thanks for watching.